Yeah, he was actually telling me that Madison Bumgarner is allowed to rope on his new
I
contract.
figured, when he signed that deal with Arizona, I figured that
They'd
was
let him
part
do
of
it.
it. Yeah, there's so many team ropings in Arizona.
Oh, absolutely.
Year round, not even
team
like,
roping central.
Yeah.
I like the places out there. You can get like 2-3 acres out there, be
Oh,
there all
man.
winter. God, I think I'd live in Arizona.
Yeah, I got a freaking really good friend, Brady Miner. He winters over there, and I want to just go over there for 3 weeks, play golf, and team rope with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get 2-3 acres, full arena. You don't have to worry about having cows. They don't care how many horses you have. You don't have to deal with the weird crap you have to worry about around here.
Yeah.
But all right, so on to the rodeo talk. You know, we're coming into round 9, and you kind of been flying under the radar in the best of ways.
Yeah, I kind of like that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I won a gold buckle, I come in 10th, and nobody even really planned on me having a chance until the end of round 10. So I've been here, I've done that. So it's a lot of, being the hunter instead of the hunted is always a better position for me. You know, I've come in season leader before, and it didn't go very good, but I've come in from the bottom of the pack and I've made a move too. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, it just keep placing, leading the average. It's a great spot to be, because as soon as round 10 concludes and that average money hits, the entire world changes.
Yeah, I mean, 67,000. I mean, that's a big hit. It's a big hit, and especially when it comes to the world standings. So
hey, dude, no, are you kidding me?
Just letting you know, Grandma's here.
Oh God. Yeah, kids for you. Hey, you got something shiny on your teeth you didn't have before.
No, I had them.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I've had them for about almost 8-9 months now.
Have you really? I didn't notice. Yeah.
31-year-old kid, man.
Wow. Straight teeth.
Yeah.
Professional cowboy.
Yeah.
Well, you got guys like Ryan Jarrett in here. I don't think he would care.
No, he don't care.
Yeah, he's not the traditional pretty boy calf roper like the rest of us.
Not at all.
He changes the whole dynamic. What I mean, you would think, I don't know, you'd like see him at a ranch rodeo or something. I don't know.
No, you'd see him at an auction barn buying cattle, because that's what he does all week. He has to go to the sale barns, and then if you're around him, and it's just you and him, and I remember just this week and he would just be mumbling like an auctioneer. Like, he's so good at.
Is he good?
He could be an auctioneer, because he's been to so many sales. Oh yeah, like he'll just sit there and mumble,
Yeah.
Of course I can't replicate it because it's so good, but yeah.
Yeah,
I think deep down, post calf roping career,
he'll do that.
RJ would love to be an auctioneer.
How old is he?
37.
Post career is going to come at some point, so yeah, maybe that'll be his gig.
Yeah, but he's underrated as far as being an athlete.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to foot race him.
Yeah,
not at all.
Yeah, he's a lot. He doesn't look like he'd be as quick as he is, but he's quick.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of athletic guys, I mean, Hunter's kind of back and going, and he's kind of put on a show for another older. I mean, he's 36 years old.
Yeah, no, man. I feel like I know Hunter Heron's roping just as much as anybody, just because the first couple of years when he made the finals, 07, that was when I decided I wanted to rodeo for a living, so I really kind of tuned in and kind of paid attention to what guys were doing and winning, and he jumped right off the screen, him and Matt Shizawa, guys like that. And then I've been able to rodeo with Hunter. I rodeoed with Hunter for a couple years there in 11, 12, 13, 14, and seeing how dominant he was. So for him to put on this kind of show this week is no surprise to me.
Yeah.
I know the hips are a little stiff, but we've been going to play golf every day, and his hips ain't been stiff playing golf.
Yeah. Signings?
We probably played, me, him, Ty Harris played 6 or 7 rounds this week.
Going?
All over. The best one we went to is Texas Rangers Golf Course here on the other side of the interstate. Yeah, but we've Texas Star, Fossil Creek, Coyote Ridge. We've been all over the DFW area.
Yeah, but no shortage of them out there,
for sure. And so it's pretty cool. The weather had been great,
Yeah, it has been super nice. So much better than Vegas as far as the weather.
Oh, for sure. And so we'd get up there and tee off, mid-morning, and then we'd be done by 2 or 3 o'clock, and then get ready for the rodeo. So it's been real cool.
Yeah, super lax compared to the traditional thing.
Oh, man, for sure.
Well, I mean, more and more on the rodeo. I mean, so what has kind of surprised you the most in the tie down? I mean, I've kind of been saying what surprised me the whole time, but I'd like to know what you think. I mean, it being down there's been a lot of kind of, I don't know if you'd call it uncharacteristic things, but a lot of left curves maybe.
Man, it's just, it's so different when you're down there on the battlefield, in a sense. It just comes down to how you react to certain things, and you can have all the confidence in the world, and then if one little thing doesn't go right, your confidence is shook for the rest of the week. I've been in that position. I've had terrible NFRs, dude. I mean, 2011, 2014, 2015, 18 when I come in season leader, like I've been there. So I'm walking around with a lot of confidence right now because I've been in this position too, where I've exceeded, and knowing that on the other side of it, it's a helpless feeling, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we've seen some really. I mean, Shad came in rolling, no doubt.
Well, I think that's kind of the elephant in the room, right? I mean, I think everybody.
It's the thing, like, no one really wants to say it. Right, it's right there in your face.
Everybody was talking about Shad Mayfield, rightfully so, and rightfully so. And then you turn on the Cowboy Channel, and there was Shad Mayfield, which, I mean, this sport, like I told you on the podcast, I mean, it's what have you done for me lately, and he's been winning lately, so everybody's going to talk about it. And so it's almost unfair because he had such a big spotlight on him.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. I mean, and he didn't have a great finals last year, and nobody in the field of 15 would have thought that he would have had this much hell.
Yeah.
I mean, I think guys can say what they want, but if you ask them one-on-one, Shad Mayfield placing in 2 out of the first 8 rounds, no way. Maybe not placing in 2 out of the first 8 rounds.
I mean, I got to imagine there's a lot of people who put them on like their fantasy teams and are pretty upset.
For sure. But I mean, that's what's so cool about the Cowboy channels. During the day, when I'm not playing golf, I can
watch it.
Go back and watch. Yeah,
you can.
And I'm watching everything. Great. I'm not just watching the calf open. I'm watching everything. And man, Sage has had hell in the bull riding, man. He don't look.
He's got 2 qualified rides himself.
He don't look sound. He looks banged up. He looks hurt. You can't help but think that he's a little sore, and Bigelow too, in the bareback.
Yeah.
But for Bigelow, I'll say the same thing. I even said a couple days ago, it's so hard to come back as the reigning world champion and dominate like he did. Like 2014 was my worst NFR, and that was the year after I'd won the world. I thought I was invincible, But coming in, and you put a lot more pressure on yourself, especially the year after than you did obviously the year before. And so it's just tough, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the fear of that thing you said, that what have you done for me lately? Right. You win that gold buckle, but there's no sigh of relief because of the way that the rodeo schedule operates.
Right.
So, I mean, you already have to be ready to play the next game. But, I don't know what it is, the Shad thing. He's drawn a couple good calves. His horse is doing what's right. I just weighed the world on a kid like that. Shoulders, a lot of pressure. They put a lot of stock in him, and he's young. He's got a bright future ahead of him. But we were doing some of the math, and you don't need a whole heck of a lot of money with that average win to take the whole show.
It comes in handy when your cousin / one of your best friends is a CPA.
Yep.
So
so you guys were probably working on the math this morning, huh?
I wasn't, but he had sent me a Excel spreadsheet, like listed out. Like you would think he works for PRCA Properties or something. But I mean, I'm at the end of the day, dude, I'm really not worried about me needing to win X amount more than Shad in the day money. The calf I got tonight, I've been wanting to run this calf all week, man.
Really?
I'm so pumped I get to run this calf.
You get a chance to put your hands on it at all?
No, I mean, I watched him. I watched him tire, and I watched him break away, and then I watched Corey win the 3rd round on her, and then
was that the calf that he had the 7 flat on?
Yep. And then Milligan tied her in 7.5, and he missed the slack and kind of had all kinds of hell. Was still 7.5. So, man, this is a good little pin though, so I think they're all going to be pretty good. But man, I am so freaking ready to run this calf.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Last night was more of a mistake on my part handling my slack. I thought I'd been pretty good, honestly, all week handling my slack, and last night I didn't do a very good job, so I was pretty upset about that, and I was wanting to bounce back. And then, man, the 10th round, I'll say this, I've backed in there needing to win first to have a chance at a gold buckle, and I've done it last year. So the 10th round for me is a lot like the first round.
Right.
So many guys are pressured up and almost like, man, roping not to lose instead of roping to win. And for me, I've had a lot of success in the 10th round. It's just another calf for me.
Right.
I'll have a lot more of an idea at 5:35 when they send me the draw. and I'll be able to tell you if I got a chance to go at the round and secure the average and have a chance at another gold buckle. But as of right now, it sounds cliche, but it's this 9th round calf that I'm worried about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, and if you're excited about the draw, then we're excited to watch it. But I mean, it's just been the entire rodeo, because that's what I like about you the most is, like, you and I can talk about every event. You can't do that with everybody, but I mean, it has been one of my favorite NFRs that I can think of right now, just the way it's all played out. I mean, there's some tight races. You got Tim O'Connell in the bareback with a completely torn rotator cuff going out there and still making
Really?
it happen.
See, I didn't know that.
Rotator cuffs, it's shot. Who knows
Really?
how much he'll get to rodeo next year.
Wow. Well, he's bounced back from them kind of injuries before and gave himself a chance. So, the bareback ride. Now, I've loved watching the rookies in the bareback ride.
I've
Leighton
been loving
Berry,
watching
Cole Rayner.
my buddy Cole and Leighton. Those guys are.
They look like they've been here 4 or 5 times. And the Bulldog.
Jess Pope, same thing.
Yeah, Jess Pope. Yeah, he won the round last night. And then the Bulldog. And, I really was in. I love watching horses. And then so Kurt's horse, has been great here, even though Kurt hasn't won a lot. But Jesse Brown, Blake Knowles riding him. Now Matt Reeves has got on him. And then my guy Wag's not drawn very good all week.
He hasn't drawn good. I mean, I thought when he made his horse change, it was going to kind of be a different ball game. Yeah. But yeah, those other
guys
got
a good one
really
tonight,
got
though.
On the right side of the cattle, and he hasn't.
He really hasn't. Like, I mean, I hate people to make excuses saying, "Oh, you've drawn bad, you ain't drawn very good," but he really hasn't drawn very good.
Well, you can go back and watch it.
Oh,
and see
it's
he's
obvious,
having to reach. He's having to run 3-4 extra steps down the pin. It's just he's just got the wrong.
But that one he's got tonight, he'll show out on him.
Yeah, it's a round winner.
Yeah,
probably.
he should be first or second. Matt Reeves got the yellow that Jacob Edler threw in 3-3.
3-3.
Yeah, but man,
hilarious.
Oh man, he's something, ain't he?
He is. Talk about Hick too. That dude right there.
Hillbilly as it comes.
I'm saying.
And then the team roping's been kind of a I don't really know who's got a hold on it. I mean, I'd say you'd have to say Luke and Joseph's probably got the upper hand, but I mean, team roping with it only being 2 loops, it's literally anybody's game.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, the average can swing from one side of the rail to the other in one night, if it's a bad night.
I mean, it takes one miss, one slip of a leg, which, gosh, we saw like 8 or 9 last night.
Right.
It was like 5, what was there, like 6 qualified runs in the team roping? I mean, we had these great nights, a 3-6 out of Jade and those guys, and then last night was a rough night.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but it's all interesting, the entire race. And it's the same thing in the bull riding. Those young guys, Colton and Kai, those guys freaking lighten it up.
They look good. Ty Wallace, man, he's kind of an older veteran, and he's finally healthy, and man, that dude's sticky, and he's got a lot of confidence right now. You can tell riding that he's got a lot of confidence.
When he had that re-ride last night, I mean, I thought he was done. 3-4 jumps in when that bull spun on him.
Yeah,
just stuck it.
Confidence is a crazy thing, man.
It is. It's like a drug or something.
Yeah,
but,
for sure it is.
I mean, a guy like that who hadn't been in the NFR since 2017, stepped on hand, stepped on leg, come in and show out like that. I mean, there's a short memory in rodeo. He was a pretty unknown guy. He didn't get a lot of fire when he was here the first couple times, and to come out and do that, man.
He's putting his mark on him, and he certainly can be the first guy since Sage Kimsey in a long time to strap on a gold buckle on the bull riding.
Yeah. That average is gonna be the factor.
No, for
riding.
sure.
Colton Frutzland gets it. No, I mean it's done. But
really, so is he projected to be the?
Well, he's got the average right now.
Right now it goes Stetson.
Oh, Stetson has the average.
No, Stetson's third. Sorry, Colton, Ty, Stetson, and Kai.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if Ty even just wins second in the average, I think he'll still win the world, wouldn't he?
He should. Yeah. Well, I mean, him and Stetson are close, so that'll be if Stetson wins another go round, or he wins. I mean,
like you
there's
said,
10 different ways you could play it out.
Right.
Those two guys get bucked off, then it's one of those younger guys. I mean, we won't know until we're done tomorrow.
Ty Wallace has, I want to say, 15 to 20 grand lead on those both standings.
Yeah. So if he wins second in the average, he'll still.
Yeah.
It just depends what they do in the round. So.
Yeah, I mean it all depends because if he takes 2 dirt bass, I mean, and those guys ride, then it changes everything. But especially in the average. But all right, brother, we will let you go.
Yeah,
we talk less about you and more about just everything
I'm good
else.
with it, dude.
But,
I don't like talking about myself. You know that.
Yeah, you're good about that.
Yeah.
We can talk about just about anything. But excited to see you run this calf tonight.
Thanks, Chance.
See what happens.
Appreciate it, bud.
You bet. A very heartfelt thank you to our sponsor, Cavender's. Cavender's has been a trusted cowboy boot and western wear outfitter for over 50 years. Go to Cowboy Christmas to their 8,300 square foot booth to find out why their loyal customers love their western wear collections as much as I do. Guys, Cavender's is the place to be for Christmas. If you're not at Cowboy Christmas, go to their website or one of their 90-plus stores throughout the continental U.S. Cavender's is where it's at.